Okay, let's channel feed. Hey everyone, about to stream how to prepare a healthy lunch box for bento. Let's see here, channel feed, post. Okay, well, looks like we're rolling, so let's get started. Hello everyone, I'm Rich, the Hungry Gaijin, and I'm here to show you how to quickly prepare a healthy bento box for work for the next day, even after a late night out for dinner and drinks with colleagues, as some might call it a nomikai. Yes, I did have a nomikai tonight, but even with the nomikai, staying out a little bit later, getting off of your normal schedule, you still have to take the steps necessary to prepare a lunch for the next day. Now I'm here to show you how to create such a healthy lunch quickly, efficiently, and deliciously. First, the preparation. I purchased some of these ingredients at the supermarket on my way home, and some of the other ingredients I already had in my fridge. We have komatsuna, or no, actually this is bok choy, not komatsuna. We have some broccoli. We have some melon for dessert. You can see right here some melon. We have an orange bell pepper. We have some potatoes from Hokkaido that we're going to bake. And we have some frozen chicken breast. And this is the most important part, because last week I purchased a boatload of chicken breast on sale, because it's on sale every Thursday. And so I cooked 3 servings at a time and put 2 of those servings in the freezer. So then come next week, which is now, and I'm busy, I don't have much time, I can just take the frozen chicken out of the freezer, put it in my lunchbox to thaw overnight in the refrigerator, and then take it to work the next day, and we're good to go. Other prep work, I weighed these potatoes. They're about 200 grams, which is what I'm looking for, and I also washed them. When you wash them, you can see the grime come off the skin. You don't want any grime on the skin. You want the potatoes nice and healthy. Now I'm going to bake these potatoes in the microwave, and the easy way to do that is on high. 10 minutes, 5 minutes on each side. But before you do that, you want to take your fork and you want to, let's load this guy up here so I can see how I look, or make sure you can see the food, I should say. Take the potatoes and take the fork and just poke holes in the potatoes. Google Sensei, when I googled how to cook potatoes in a microwave, suggested doing this, so I've been doing this. I haven't actually tested baking a potato in the microwave without poking holes in it, but I don't really want to test that. If you do, if you try it, let me know how it goes for you. Okay, I like to poke holes on the top, on the side, and on the bottom. Because when you flip the potato, the bottom will become the top, and you want enough holes in there to do their job. Okay, this is a paper plate, microwave safe, so I'm going to put these potatoes in the microwave on high, which is 500 watts, for 5 minutes. Then the microwave is going to beep, and I'm going to flip them over. While they're cooking, I'm going to prepare the rest of the bento, the rest of my lunchbox. So I will be right back. My microwave is off screen. I don't have 2 cameras quite yet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we are off to the races. I'm also going to get the komatsuna, because that's what I had intended to use, not the bok choy. So now, let's get started with the salad, which is going to be the main base, that's what I love. I love power salads for lunch. So we have the komatsuna. Oh no, that's spinach. Okay, where did the komatsuna go? This is like a case of the disappearing komatsuna. Boom, here we go. Alright, 3rd time's the charm. But as you can see, I have lots of greens already prepared and ready in my refrigerator. So if I don't have time to go to the supermarket, or if I get hungry and want to snack on something, I've got different variety of greens, be it spinach, which is horenso, komatsuna, which is Japanese mustard spinach, or the bok choy. I'm a big fan of this komatsuna, and I got this on sale. It was about $1, like 99 yen or so, like $1. And what you can do, you just put it over your bento box, This is a family-sized bento box, by the way. I need one that big to contain my massive meals, and just rip at the seams right there. And then you can use your hands to rip the leaves apart even further. And then you can use a knife. Let's get that out of the way. You can use a knife to cut the komatsuna as finely or as unfinely? What's the opposite of finely? You can cut it to your liking, let's say that. Then mix it up, and you have a pretty solid komatsuna base for your salad. Now, if you want to add a little bit of crispiness, what you can do is you can cut these down, as much as you want. I wouldn't recommend eating the ends because they look kind of nasty, but if you did, I think you'd live, but don't hold me to that. So now I'm cutting the komatsuna, kind of the crunchy part of the stems, and adding those to the salad as well. Okay, some komatsuna is trying to escape. We can't have that. Okay, so boom. Now we have the komatsuna salad as the base, and you want a trash bag ready, so you can put your trash in there instead of just throwing it randomly over your apartment. That wouldn't be cool. That is not a good look. Next we have an orange bell pepper, and I'm going to cut this up in really easy, simple, but we're not just going to make a salad, we're going to make a salad that looks good, that looks appealing. The presentation is also very important. So what you do, just take your knife and start cutting the bell pepper. Now the seeds tend to get all over the place, so that's why I like to use a knife to cut the bell pepper, because it makes it easier to not cut the seeds, as opposed to if you were to use your hands to rip the bell pepper apart in a very manly fashion, mind you. You obviously wouldn't mind if the seeds went everywhere, because you were so manly, you were destroying this innocent vegetable with your bare hands. But if you want to keep your place tidy, you can always taste test it as well. Oh, that's fresh. And then you can cut the bell pepper to the size of your liking. I like pretty thin pieces, because then when you're eating the chicken, you can grab a piece of the bell pepper, eat it simultaneously, in the same bite as a chicken, make kind of like a sandwich out of it, and the crispiness of the bell pepper contrasts with the tenderness of the chicken, and it makes for a great combo. And with them cut, I like to take, for my salad, I like to have a green base, such as this komatsuna, and 2 to 3 vegetables. And I like to put the veggies on the side, or one vegetable to one side, the other vegetable to the other side, and then the chicken in the middle. And what this does is that increases the, what's the word I'm looking, the way it looks, the presentation of the lunch. Because if it was just me and I wasn't too concerned with how it looked, I would just throw it all together and eat it, and it doesn't really matter. But when you go to restaurants, when you go to supermarkets, when you look on the internet at food, you can see the presentation accounts maybe even more than the actual quality of the ingredients itself. So now the potatoes are half done. I'm going to go get them and flip them. Okay, the potatoes are half done. Now they might be good enough now. You can try. You can stick. Actually, they're quite tender now. That might be fine. Let's try the other side. Oh yeah, they're perfect. 5 minutes. That actually works. Sometimes it's not enough. Sometimes for the bigger potatoes, they are hot, so you want to be careful. Don't do that like I did. Okay, so we'll put the potatoes off to the side for now, and we'll finish cutting the orange bell pepper. I like orange bell peppers. For me, they taste kind of sweeter than the red bell peppers. The red bell peppers are more thicker. They're heavier. Okay, so now you can see the Orange bell pepper is to one side. Next we have the broccoli. This is pre-cut broccoli from Tokyo store. It's like 150 yen, which is about like $1.50 or so. And it's cut, and it's cheaper than the full head of broccoli. So it's just like win-win-win all around. They cut it for you. It costs less. It takes up less space in your bag, and it takes up less weight. It's not as heavy. And then this broccoli also makes for a great snack if you're ever hungry and you want to snack on something healthy. Just go to the fridge, get some broccoli, and it's like you can't go wrong with that. You just don't. And then these are actually some big pieces of broccoli right here. So see, they kind of how do we want to do this? What we could do to make it more the presentation better is kind of make like a half circle out of the broccoli. Like that. Okay, so then you can see we have the broccoli in there. That's actually quite a bit of broccoli. And next, what I want to put in is the chicken. The chicken is the centerpiece of the meal, and so it goes in the center of the salad. Now this is frozen chicken. Again, I cooked this last week. You can see there's lots of ice crystals on it, and I'm going to wipe those off. Just because I don't want the extra moistness, the extra water from the ice to go into the lunch box. Like, I don't want it to be like just water in there for no reason, because that might spill out, and I take my lunch box to work in my backpack, and I don't want water from my lunch box getting all over my backpack, and then your back gets wet and you don't know why, and that's not good. Okay, so we put the chicken breast in there right in the center, and this is 350 grams of chicken breast, so that's why there's one big piece and these two smaller pieces that go in there as well, because you got to get enough protein. Okay, with that, actually what we're going to do is, that's too much broccoli. We're going to take some of the broccoli out. It's more than I usually have. Now we can add the potatoes into the salad. It's like they're still quite a bit hot. We can also move so this is for the presentation and functionality, kind of, they can combat each other at times, where if I didn't care how it looked like, I could just dump them all in. Okay, so we got the potatoes in there. You know what, we'll go with plan B. What plan B is put the potatoes in a Ziploc bag and put that in the fridge and take that with your bento to work. There we go. Actually, I don't want to use this one because the Ziploc bag is quite wet. I would prefer a dry bag, just so the potatoes don't get too moist. Again, you want to avoid the extra moisture. Boom. Boom. And finally, for the dessert, we have the melon. And I want to have about 275 grams of the melon. So what I'm going to do is weigh that out. It sounds like a pain, but it's actually really easy. You have your food scale, which costs like $10 or so. You want a dish, so the food you put on the scale doesn't go different ways. So turn on the scale, it zero sets it, and then just drop some honeydew in there. Okay, so that's 82. Next we have some cantaloupe. Let's drop some of this in here. Actually, I'm not sure if this is cantaloupe or if this is like an orange honeydew melon, or if there even is a difference. I don't know. So we'll dump this guy in here, and we are up to 206. We actually need a little bit more, so I will dump this guy in here as well. That's a bit much. There you go, 272. That looks good. And this is tax for working hard. Oh, they're good. They're sweet. I love melon. I love fruits. Fruits work for dessert quite well, especially once your palate is, how do I say, accommodated to them. Or if you're used to eating very natural foods without a lot of added sauces or salts or flavors, then your palate becomes used to fruits as a dessert. They taste very, very sweet. Okay, so with that's done, let's go get some Ziploc bags, one for the fruit and one for the potatoes. We just happen to have the Ziploc bags right here. And again, these are all going to go in the fridge as well. Put these in here. You have the green melon, the green honeydew. It's interesting, you call something melon, yeah, it sounds good, but if you call it honeydew, it sounds even better. If you have an orange melon, yeah, it sounds alright, but if you have cantaloupe, or perhaps orange honeydew, it sounds so much more appealing. Okay, so now you have this in a Ziploc bag. Because it won't fit in here, at least it won't fit in here without getting squashed. And you don't want to squash your food. You Ziploc it up. And next is the potatoes. Take the potatoes. Oh yeah, you don't want to leave the potatoes on the paper plate you nuke them on for too long, or else the skin might stick to the plate. And I like to eat the skin. Especially after I wash it off, so I know that I can see there's no dirt on there and it's clean. I like to eat the skin and I go, it's good. Alright, so now we have the the chicken salad, or as I like to call it, the power salad. Yes, I can show it to you closer. Yes, I know that you can't actually eat it even though I'm holding it close to the camera, but yeah, that's okay. And we have a bag of the potatoes, like here, and a bag of the dessert right here. So with that done, the final step is to put the like literally to put a lid on it. So you have your put the extra food off to the side here, and you put the scallop out of the way, and just put the lid on the bento. And you'll notice this won't stick, right? This isn't tight. So what I do is when you go to the supermarket and you get a plastic bag, I recycle the plastic bag, put my lunch box, the bento box, the family-sized bento box, inside the bag here. I would put these in here as well, but I don't want them to get squished. I'm going to tie this quite tight. Hey, let's try it. Let's see what happens. Maybe it'll make it easier. Alright, you have those bags in here as well. Then you twist the plastic bag, tie it, and so now your bento will stay in one piece. Actually, that's kind of dangerous because with the extra room, it might fall out. Let's see, do we have an extra bag here? Yeah. Well, let's test it. Will it fall out? Nope. Okay, so it looks like it's safe. It looks like we're good to go. That's very important, again, because you're taking this bento to work in a book bag. You don't want the food to fall out and fall all over the book bag, or water to get loose and get your book bag wet. Been there, done that, don't recommend it. So next, you put this in your fridge, and you are ready to go for tomorrow. Yes, the chicken was already cooked. I buy chicken. It goes on sale at the local butcher every Thursday. So what I do, thanks for the question, Super Golden X2. Chicken goes on sale at the local butcher every Thursday. Chicken breast. It goes on sale. It is 100 grams of chicken breast for 50 yen, which is about 50 cents or so. So it's quite cheap. So I go every Thursday and I buy 8 pieces of chicken breast, which is it's about 2.5 kilograms. And I have a large Foreman grill, so I can cook 3 servings of chicken breast at one time. So on Thursday, I will cook chicken breast for lunch on Friday, as well as 2 extra servings. And I put those extra servings in my fridge for the next week, for the next week's lunch. And then again on Saturday, I will cook chicken breast and extra servings, and Sunday as well. So then you have a freezer full of chicken breast, which is fantastic. And on nights like tonight, when I was out late, or relatively late for me, getting dinner and drinks with my colleagues, then I come home, I'm tired, but my fridge is already full of fruits and vegetables and frozen chicken breast, so I can take that out, put it into the lunchbox, into the bento box. It makes it very easy to have a healthy bento, a healthy lunch, ready for the next day of work, and just pick up and go. So yes, the chicken was already cooked. That's the TLDR answer. Yes, yeah, it is much better than cooking the chicken every day. Okay, well, I guess I'm finished for tonight. It is kind of late, and I'm kind of in Cinderella mode where I go to sleep early, like before midnight, right? Cinderella is, not out past midnight because you're turned back into a not Cinderella, right? So, thank you for watching. I'm going to stream again at 7 p.m. Thursday Japanese time, where I will stream dinner, cooking dinner, and then again on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, because that's when I cook and prepare dinner at 7. So that'll be creative cooking or healthy cooking, followed by social eating, where I'll eat the dinner that I just cooked and talk with you guys and girls. Okay, that was a lie. I don't think there's any girls out there. But talk with you, answer your questions, and hope to share my love of eating fruits, vegetables, and meat with everyone. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you again next time.